Goals. How to Get Everything You Want, Faster Than You Ever Thought Possible, by Brian Tracy. Introduction. There's a story about a young man, not much older than you are now, who found himself completely adrift. He'd left high school without a diploma, and his resume wasn't exactly impressive. His first job? A dishwasher in the back of a small hotel. From there, he washed cars. Then he washed floors. He drifted from one laboring job to another, in sawmills, in factories, on farms and ranches. He dug wells. He worked construction. He even spent time as a seaman on a freighter in the freezing North Atlantic. Some nights, he slept in his car. By 23, he was an itinerant farm laborer, sleeping on hay in a barn, eating with the farmer's family, and worrying about his next meal. Uneducated, unskilled, and unemployed more often than not. This wasn't a great start in life. Then one day, sitting alone, he took out a scrap of paper and wrote down an outrageous goal for himself. A goal so big, so far beyond his reality, that it felt almost like a joke. He folded that piece of paper, put it away, and never found it again. But 30 days later, his entire life had changed. That young man was Brian Tracy. And the story of what happened in those 30 days, and in the decades that followed, isn't just a story about him. It's a story about a hidden power that lies dormant inside every single one of us. It's the story of a simple, almost magical mechanism for achievement that has taken more people from rags to riches, from frustration to fulfillment, than any other principle ever discovered. Today, we're diving into his masterwork, Goals. This isn't just another book on success, it is the best-selling book on goal achievement in history for a reason. It's sold hundreds of thousands of copies and been translated into dozens of languages, and its message is timeless. So, what is this secret? What did Brian Tracy discover that day? And how can it change your life, starting right now? My promise to you is this: by the end of our time together, you will understand the master skill of success. Not just in theory, but as a practical, step-by-step system you can use to get everything you want, faster than you ever thought possible. Let's begin. Book summary. Imagine for a moment you're driving your car down a highway, but you're in the middle of the thickest fog you've ever seen. You can't see more than a few feet in front of you. Now, it doesn't matter if you're in a beat-up old sedan or a brand-new Ferrari. How fast are you going to drive? Slowly, hesitantly. You'll be tapping the brakes, tense, making almost no progress. This, Tracy explains, is how most people live their lives. They have a powerful engine, their potential, their talent, their energy, but without a clear destination, they drift through a fog of uncertainty, never daring to hit the accelerator. Goals are what clear the fog. The moment you decide exactly what you want, the fog lifts. The road ahead becomes clear. And you can finally step on the gas of your own life and race toward your destination. It sounds simple, almost too simple. But a wise man once said that success is goals, and all else is commentary. And the more you look at the lives of high achievers, the more you realize how true this is. A person of average intelligence with clear goals will run circles around a genius who is unsure of what they truly want. So if this is true, why doesn't everyone have clear, written goals? Tracy believes it comes down to 4 reasons. First, most people simply don't realize how important goals are. If you grow up in a home or hang out with friends where goals are never discussed or valued, you can reach adulthood without ever knowing that this is the master skill of success. Second, they don't know how. Many people think they have goals, but what they really have are wishes. I want to be happy. I want to make a lot of money. These aren't goals, they're fantasies. A real goal is different. It's clear, specific, and written down. You can measure it. You know, without a doubt, when you've achieved it. The third reason is the fear of failure. Failure hurts. It's painful and embarrassing. So, to avoid the pain of failing, many people unconsciously sabotage themselves by never setting a real goal in the first place. They play it safe and, in doing so, live lives far below their true potential. And finally, there's the fear of rejection. People are afraid that if they set a big goal and don't achieve it, others will criticize or ridicule them. This is why, when you first start, it's wise to keep your goals to yourself. Don't tell anyone. Let them see your results later. What they don't know can't hurt you. The turning point for Tracy, and for anyone who wants to harness this power, begins with a single, profound realization. It's a moment he had on a cold winter night, sitting alone in a small, one-room apartment. He was broke, working a construction job during the day, with nothing to do at night because he couldn't afford to go out. And in that quiet moment, it hit him like a lightning bolt. For the rest of his life, everything that would happen to him was up to him. No one was coming to the rescue. No one else was going to help him. If his life was going to change, it had to start with him. He was responsible. This, he says, is the giant step from childhood to adulthood. Sadly, most people never fully take it. They spend their lives complaining about the past, blaming other people, or making excuses. But the moment you accept total responsibility for your life, you take your power back. When you say the words, "I am responsible," you short-circuit all negative emotions. You cannot be angry and accept responsibility at the same time. Blame, resentment, envy, they all vanish. You stop being a victim and become the architect of your own destiny. From this moment on, you see yourself differently. You are the president of your own personal services corporation. You are self-employed, even if you work for someone else. You are in charge of your career, your finances, your health, your relationships. You are the boss. Once you've accepted this responsibility, the next step is to build your inner compass. Before you decide where you're going, you must first understand who you are. Life is lived from the inside out. At the very core of your personality are your values. They dictate everything you do. Think of your personality like a target with 5 rings. At the very center are your values, what you believe in and stand for. Your values determine the next ring, your beliefs about yourself and the world. Your beliefs determine the third ring, your expectations of what can happen. Your expectations shape the fourth ring, your attitude toward everything. And finally, your attitude determines the fifth ring, your actions. What you achieve on the outside is always a reflection of what is going on inside of you. This is why clarifying your values is the true starting point of high achievement. Your goals must be in harmony with your values. If they're not, even if you achieve them, you'll feel no satisfaction. It's like climbing a ladder of success only to realize it was leaning against the wrong building. So, how do you know what your true values are? Look at your actions, especially your actions under pressure. When you're forced to choose, you will always act consistently with what is most important to you at that moment. Ask yourself, what makes you feel important? What gives you the greatest sense of pride? What words would you want people to use to describe you when you're not there? Once your values are clear, you must examine your beliefs. The law of belief states that whatever you believe with conviction becomes your reality. You don't believe what you see what you already believe. And the most dangerous beliefs of all are your self-limiting beliefs. If you believe you are limited in some way, that you're not smart enough, creative enough, or disciplined enough, it becomes true for you, whether it's based on fact or not. The truth is, you have more potential than you could use in 100 lifetimes. No one is better than you and no one is smarter than you. They might just be smarter in different areas, or they might have developed their skills earlier. All business skills are learnable. Whatever others have done, you can do as well. Your job is to challenge these self-limiting beliefs. Ask yourself, what if they weren't true at all? What if you had an extraordinary talent for something you thought you were bad at? Imagine there was a belief store. You could walk in and purchase any belief you wanted and install it in your mind. Which one would you choose? Tracy suggests this one. I am destined to be a big success in life. If you believe that with absolute conviction, you will start to walk, talk, and act as if everything that happens to you is part of a grand plan to make you successful. You'll see every setback not as a failure, but as a valuable lesson on your path to inevitable success. With your inner world aligned, your responsibility accepted, your values clarified, and your beliefs empowered, you are now ready to create your future. Great leaders have one quality in common: vision. They think about the future. They are future-oriented. Most people, on the other hand, think about the present, the pleasures and problems of the moment, or they dwell on the past. When you begin to think about your future, you begin to think like a leader. Researchers at Harvard found that long-time perspective is the single most accurate predictor of upward mobility and financial success. The further you think into the future, the better decisions you will make in the present. So, how do you develop this long-time perspective? You practice what Tracy calls idealization. You create a 5-year fantasy. Imagine your life is perfect 5 years from now in every single way. And here's the key: imagine you have no limitations. You have all the time, money, talent, and connections you could ever need. What would your career look like? What would you be doing? How much would you be earning? What about your family life? What kind of relationships would you have? Where would you live? And your health? If you were a perfect physical specimen, how would you look and feel? Don't worry about how you'll get there just yet. The only question you ask is, what would have to have happened for me to have created this perfect future? By dreaming big dreams first, you unleash your creativity and unlock your true potential. Now, with this exciting vision of your future, you are finally ready to build the bridge from where you are today to where you want to go. This is where we get to the heart of the matter: the 12-step system for setting and achieving any goal. This is the recipe, the formula that works every single time. Step 1. Have a desire. What do you really want? It has to be something you want for yourself, personally. Your desire is the fuel in the furnace of achievement. The more reasons you have for wanting your goal, the more intense your desire will be. Step 2. Believe. You must believe, deep in your heart, that your goal is achievable. To make it believable, especially at the start, set goals that stretch you but are realistic. You can't go from broke to a millionaire in a year. But you can increase your income by 25%. Start with small victories to build your confidence. Step 3. Write it down. This is the magic step. A goal that is not in writing is not a goal at all. It's merely a wish. The act of writing programs your goal into your subconscious mind. Your goals must be written in the present, positive, and personal tense. Not "I will earn $100,000, but I earn $100,000 this year." Always start with the word I. Step 4. Analyze your starting point. Where are you right now? If you want to lose weight, you first have to weigh yourself. If you want to achieve a financial goal, you must calculate your net worth today. You have to be brutally honest with yourself. Step 5. Determine why you want it. Make a list of all the benefits you will enjoy when you achieve your goal. If you have 1 or 2 reasons, you'll have a little motivation. If you have 50 reasons, you will be unstoppable. Step 6. Set a deadline. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Your mind loves deadlines. It gives you a target to aim at and a forcing system that drives you forward. If the goal is big, break it down with sub-deadlines. Step 7. Identify the obstacles. Why aren't you at your goal already? What's holding you back? Here's a crucial insight. 80% of the obstacles are internal. They are within you, a lack of skill, a bad habit, or a self-limiting belief. Only 20% are external. Superior people always look inward and ask, what is it in me that's holding me back? Step 8. Determine the knowledge and skills you need. To achieve something you've never achieved before, you must become someone you've never been before. What one skill, if you developed it and did it in an excellent fashion, would help you the most to achieve your most important goal? Whatever your answer, make a plan to master that skill. Step 9. Determine the people you'll need. Whose help and cooperation will you require? Your boss, your family, your customers, your friends. Your ability to build and maintain good relationships is critical to your success. The fastest way to get others to help you is to first find ways to help them. Step 10. Make a plan. A plan is simply a list of all the steps you need to take to get from where you are to where you want to go, organized by priority and sequence. Remember, every minute spent in planning saves 10 minutes in execution. Step 11. Visualize your goal continually. Create a clear mental picture of your goal as if it were already achieved. See it, feel it, experience the joy and satisfaction of it. Your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions. The more vividly and intensely you visualize your goal, the faster it will materialize in your reality. Step 12. Never give up. Back everything you do with persistence and determination. Resolve in advance that you will persevere until you succeed. Persistence is self-discipline in action. It is the iron quality of success. Now, out of all the goals you might have, there is always one that is more important than the rest. Tracy calls this your major definite purpose. This is the one goal that, if you accomplish it, will have the greatest positive impact on your life and help you achieve most of your other goals. How do you find it? Use the 10-goal exercise. Take out a clean sheet of paper. Write down 10 goals you'd like to accomplish in the next 12 months. Write them in the present tense, as if you've already achieved them. Now, look over your list and ask yourself this magic question. If I could only achieve one goal on this list, which one would have the greatest positive impact on my life? That goal is your major definite purpose. That becomes your North Star. You focus on it, think about it, and work on it every single day. When you have a major definite purpose, something incredible happens. You activate a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. It's like a mental radar. When you decide a red sports car is important to you, you suddenly start seeing red sports cars everywhere. In the same way, when you decide your goal is important, your mind becomes intensely aware of people, opportunities, and information that can help you achieve it. But there's an even deeper power at work. Tracy calls it the superconscious mind. This is the source of all breakthrough ideas, intuition, and creativity. It's the universal power that Mozart used to compose entire operas in his mind, and that Thomas Edison used to generate over 1,000 patents. This mind is stimulated by clear, written goals, intensely desired, and visualized regularly. When you focus single-mindedly on your goal, or when you relax completely and let go, this mind will deliver to you exactly the right idea or answer, at exactly the right time. You experience this as serendipity, making happy, unexpected discoveries. Or synchronicity, when seemingly unrelated events connect in a meaningful way to help you along your path. Your job is not to figure it all out, but to trust the process. And that brings us to the final, and perhaps most important, quality of all: persistence. Your ability to persist in the face of adversity is the ultimate measure of your belief in yourself. Every great success is a triumph of persistence. History has shown that the most notable winners almost always encountered heartbreaking obstacles before they triumphed. They won because they refused to become discouraged by defeat. As Winston Churchill said, never give in. Never, never give in. Your greatest successes often lie just one step beyond the point of greatest discouragement. Most people give up on the 1-yard line just before they score the winning touchdown. The one quality that guarantees your eventual success is the willingness to fight one more round, to get up one more time than you fall down. And it all starts with that first step. That decision to clear the fog, to take responsibility, and to write down, on a simple piece of paper, exactly what you want. Commentary. As we step back and look at the entirety of Brian Tracy's philosophy and goals, what strikes me is its profound and beautiful simplicity. In a world that is constantly selling us complex life hacks, quick fixes, and secret formulas, Tracy's message is refreshingly straightforward. It is a return to fundamentals. The power of this book doesn't lie in some revolutionary, unheard-of idea. Its power lies in its relentless focus on the proven, timeless principles that have worked for high achievers for centuries. It's the reminder that you don't need to be a genius, you don't need a privileged background, and you don't need to get lucky. What you need is clarity, discipline, and the courage to persist. The central lesson, for me, is that your future is not something that happens to you. It is something you create. You are the architect. And like any great architect, you must start with a blueprint. Your written goals are that blueprint. Without them, you're just nailing boards together randomly, hoping it turns into a house. With them, you can build a masterpiece. What makes Tracy's work so enduring is that it's not just about material success. He teaches a balanced approach. He reminds us that goals for our finances are important, but so are goals for our health, our family, our relationships, and our personal growth. A wheel must be balanced to roll smoothly, and so must a life. If you're hearing all of this and feeling a bit overwhelmed by the 12 steps and the different laws and principles, let me simplify it for you with a few actions you can take, right now, today. First, do the 10-goal exercise. Don't just think about it. Take out a real piece of paper and a pen. It will take you 5 minutes. Write down 10 things you want to accomplish in the next year as if you've already done them. Then, circle the one that would change your life the most. This single 5-minute act can set in motion forces you can't yet imagine. Second, for the next 24 hours, live by the mantra, I am responsible. Every time you feel the urge to complain, blame someone else, or make an excuse for something, stop yourself. Just for one day, accept total ownership of everything that happens. Notice how it changes the way you feel. Notice how it puts you back in the driver's seat. And third, ask yourself this simple question throughout your day. What is the most valuable use of my time right now? That question alone, if you answer it honestly and act on it, will revolutionize your productivity and your results. That was a summary of goals, by Brian Tracy. We've explored the main avenues of this incredible book today, but I have to be honest with you. A summary is like looking at a map of a beautiful country. The map is useful, it shows you the layout, but it can never compare to the experience of actually walking the trails, breathing the air, and seeing the landscapes with your own eyes. The real magic happens when you read the book for yourself. It's in those quiet moments when a particular story or a simple phrase connects with you in a way you didn't expect. This summary is designed to help you decide if this book deserves your time. If anything we've discussed has sparked something inside you, I encourage you to get a copy. Reading it isn't just about learning. It's an experience that can genuinely change the way you see yourself and the world around you. You can find a link to the book in the description below. Also, if you found this journey valuable, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss our next exploration into another life-changing book. Let's keep learning and growing together. Thank you for listening.